This is Matt from Sensu Brush. I've got my Slate Sensu Solo with me, and I wanted to show you a new app that we found out about for your Android devices. It's called ArtFlow. It's really nice, very powerful. And I'll just give you a quick look at it. There's two control panels. It has a really nice interface. This controls your layers, filter effects, and transformations. And this panel over here contains all your brushes and painting tools and whatnot. So this is something that I just sketched up before we started. We'll just leave that in that layer. And let's add a new layer here. I'm going to add a new layer. And what it does is it duplicates the information that's in any existing layer. So we're going to clear that away by tapping that button, just so we've got a blank layer here. You've got a bunch of different tools, including, I'm not going to show you each one of these, but there's a lot of them. We'll just flip through the options they give you. So you've got a pen tool with several different variants. You've got a pencil tool, ranging in H2 to B4 and some other stuff. This sort of crayon tool, which has got some really neat textures. Brush, a variety of textures. You got an airbrush, and each one of these you're able to adjust. They're coming preset, but you could go in and change it. Watercolor with different textures, and you get a bunch of nice feedback up in here to show you what the quality of that brush is. You got a paint roller that has different patterns on it. These are pretty neat. And you've got some object stuff here, so leaves, stars, and then some more textures down here in the bottom one. This one's nice. You got a dot. We'll just go there. You've got a smudge tool. I guess actually we should make a couple of marks here. Oops. We're going to come back to that. Let's choose color. There you can see I can show you the colors here. So you can choose from your color picker here, or they have a preset menu: base, nature, holo. I don't know what holo means. And it also has this sort of quick palette down on the bottom. So it might be you want a lighter blue or a different blue. You can make your color here, grab it, drop it down in this palette. So this is fully customizable for you down here. Actually, yeah, we can do that. And we're going to add another blue here. Let's get a different brush just for the heck of it. And different color. Now if you use this smudge tool, you can blend all that together. It gives you some options here, and you get some good feedback as to how much of a smudge you'll be adding. So you can really get that flow going in there, they call it. Right, so you can get like an aurora borealis going here. You've got an eraser tool, which we all know what those are about. And you have a fill tool. Well, let's not do that. And then this is really cool. I don't know what that. I'm not sure what they call it. I didn't read the manual on this. It's like a geometry. Let's get a different color going here. Down in here, we're going to go back to this. So there are some things, like if you're in the smudge tool, you can't choose a color. You got to remember to get back up there in your painting tool palette, and then you can click on these. So these tools down here, this is your sort of freestyle drawing, which is what you're going to want to have selected probably most of the time when you're using your other tools. But so then I have a drawing. You have line, you have a rectangle, you have an oval, and a measured out distance. And this, well, I'm going to show you these because I don't know what the tools are called, so I don't exactly know how to refer to them. But it's really cool. So I draw this out. I can go anywhere I want with that, but it's going to draw a straight line like that, which is really handy. Now let's get a rectangle. Isn't that cool? So it's constraining it. Oval. I can change the shape of that. I think that's really fun. And measure that, sort of a measured distance. And this geometry one is pretty wild. So you can drag this around wherever you want. You can rotate it. And then you just draw on that line. There's a little dotted line. I'm actually not sure if you can see it, but there's a little dotted line that's showing up. It's orange. Very neat. I'm going to move this back to the freestyle in case I go to do that, going freestyle. So that each of these you're able to adjust. So this is showing what tool I have selected at the moment. You can see I'm getting feedback as far as to how wide a line that is, and then its opacity over here. So if we jump over to your other control panel, and I should add, there's a nice little option to pin these open or close. So right now I have this control panel pinned to close when I start. Right. So if it's vertical, it's going to stick. It's going to stay open, and if it's got a little angle to it, it's going to go back. So you add your layer here. You can build folder. You can import image. So we have that. No, I didn't need to do that. I think I showed you before. You can just throw that away if you don't want it. You can put filter effects. So we're going to apply a filter effect to this layer right here. That's that we did all those geometry things with, and you'll be able to see some of the effects going on in the background. So you got color dodge, glow, add, subtract, overlay, multiply, normal, and then you can also dim that layer. You can also adjust the brightness and contrast, the hue, vignette. That's a negative effect, sepia effect, grayscale effect, solarize effect. You can adjust the brightness, contrast, and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Let's go back there, open that open. I liked the grayscale. Okay, so then this is there's a transform option as well. So we're still on this layer that has all these circles and lines on it, and I've got this leftmost option selected, and that allows me to move whatever's on that layer freely around. When I tap the middle one, it allows me to rotate off of this point. So there's a little dot that appears here which you can grab and move around. Right, so we left that like that. That anchors it. It's an anchor point. You can rotate that around. Or again, using that anchor point, we can now scale this. So say we wanted to scale that down a little bit, move it back to that transform, and we wanted it over here, right? But we actually really want it bigger. I mean, we don't, but then you can flip stuff. And we'll just click cancel and go back. But that's really powerful, really neat. And you've got a share option. We've got that all the way you want it. You can send it off to your device, or off to Gmail or whatever things you're using. And you've got a gallery here. So this is our open image right here. And we'll just go back. Oh, and background color. So you can adjust the background color on your color picker. We'll just add a slight one. Okay, so there you go. It's a really powerful app. Like it a lot, and hopefully this has been useful for you. I bought the Pro upgrade, which was $4.99. You can download a free version that has a lot of functionality into it, so you can really get a feel for whether you like it or not, and then I would encourage you to unlock the Pro version and get all its delightful tools working. Okay, this is Matt from Sensu Brush, sensubrush.com, and talk to you next time. Bye.